Hello and welcome to the show. Coming up, the Zygon Invasion. We get a look at tonight's episode, and Rebecca Front's character is revealed. But first, Doctor Who magazine looks ahead at the return of one of Doctor Who's most popular monsters in the forthcoming two-part adventure, the Zygon Invasion and the Zygon Inversion. Episode writer Peter Harness told the magazine there was a certain amount of fan outrage when Death in Heaven saw the apparent death of Osgood. Ingrid Oliver's character was an instant hit on her first appearance in The Day of the Doctor. While there may not have been questions asked in Parliament about her death, there were definitely some furious tweets on the subject, but now she's back. And of course, the Zygons are back too. Peter went on to tell the magazine, "One thing I really had in my head when I was writing it was the invasion of the Body Snatchers, and I think that's why it originally had the title Invasion of the Zygons. I thought that if aliens wanted to fight us, and they were fighting us from a position of weakness, they would look at how we fight wars. The Zygons are not only stealing our faces, but they're stealing the ways in which we fight each other nowadays." And you can pick up the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine now in W.H. Smith's, Tesco's, other supermarket retailers. I know Sainsbury's has it, as they usually do too. I won't go into too many details about which supermarkets do and don't have it, because I just don't know. Inside the magazine as well, we got a look at Rebecca Front's character. She will also be in the Zygon two-parter, and she's playing a member of UNIT by the name of Colonel Walsh. Peter Harness told the magazine, "It's interesting to see them working together in that way. It's a very different dynamic, but it's great fun that they're back together again." Of course, Rebecca Front starred alongside Peter Capaldi and Chris Addison, who we saw last series in The Thick of It, the BBC One show where Peter Capaldi had a very foul mouth. And the last bit of Zygon news, the official synopsis for the Zygon Invasion was released this week. The Zygons, a race of shape-shifting aliens, have been living in secret among us on Earth, unknown and unseen, until now. When Osgood is kidnapped by a rogue gang of Zygons, the Doctor, Clara and UNIT must scatter across the world in a bid to set her free. But will they reach her in time, and can they stop an uprising before it's too late? And you can catch the Zygon Invasion on Saturday the 31st of October, which is the night of Halloween, on BBC One and on BBC One HD. The start of the week saw us looking at the new pictures for tonight's episode, The Girl Who Died. This is the official image, which features Peter Capaldi, Jenna Coleman and Maisie Williams, armed with swords and shields and stood in the Viking village. This is, however, not the only image we've had to see this week's episodes. We've also had a lot of promotional pictures featuring the characters, so here's our proper look at Maisie Williams' outfit in the episode, and we get a sort of posy one here. We also get a look at this week's creatures / robots / aliens / lifeforms, the Maya, and they look very rusty and rustic at the same time, and I really like them. And lastly, spoiler, warning, if you don't want to know this character's name, then turn off the sound immediately. It's Odin, played by David Schofield. And lastly, I picked up this image because, is that the Sonic sunglasses snapped in half? We can only hope. You can catch The Girl Who Died tonight on BBC One at 8:20. And finally, Series 9 Part 1 hits the shelves on November 2nd in the UK, that's both Blu-ray and DVD. It features the first 6 episodes of the series, plus 3 exclusive extra mini-documentaries on how each episode was created, entitled Doctor Who Extra, which we saw last year. If you pre-order through BBC Shop, you can also get some exclusive art cards. The DVD costs $16.99 and the Blu-ray costs $19.99. And so that brings us to the end of this episode, and for the end of part 1 of the Who News 2015, which won't be available on DVD or Blu-ray, won't be hitting shelves anytime soon, but it will always be available on YouTube unless it is taken down for some reason. Who knows why? Never mind. I'm now away for 2 weekends, so there will be no Who News until I get back it will be the day of the Zygon Invasion. That's the part 2 episode. I hope you have a wonderful couple of weekends, and I hope you enjoy the upcoming episodes. There will be an episode review for tonight's episode, but then there will be none for the next couple. Thank you for watching. Please like and do subscribe so you don't miss the fact that I get back at some point. Bye bye.